to introduce you to a few more of the advanced things that you can do with PowerPoint. If you don't know the basics of PowerPoint, such as inserting new slides, changing text, or changing the layout of slides, please see the previous presentation titled PowerPoint Basics. Let's start first of all with how to make your text come in one at a time. Let's move on to the slide here that has actually the bullet points on it. And say I want my bullet points to come in animated. I'm going to do this under the Animations tab. So I click on the Animations tab here, and what I want to choose is Custom Animation. It gives me a new column over here on the right-hand side of the page where I can change how my bullet points come in. So what I want to do is highlight the bullet point that I'm interested in animating. I've highlighted it, and I'm going to go over here on the right and say Add Effect. Click on that, and I want to make it enter, so entrance. It gives me all kinds of options to choose from. There are many of them, and you just choose the one you like the best. I like Peek In. So I'll say Peek In, and it gives me a little preview of what that's going to look like. I can also do my other slides. A little faster way of doing this, I can select all of them at once. Here I'm going to select the two I haven't done and say Entrance, Peek In. Now let me point something out to you here. Notice I've got a 1 next to Here's My Text, and a 2 next to Keep Text to Phrases, and 2 next to Short and Sweet. The reason that is on the first click, my first line will come in, and on my second click, the second 2 lines will come in. But I don't want that. I want each line to come in all by itself. So I need to change it so that Short and Sweet comes in on the third click. I'm going to go over here again to my right-hand column, and I'm going to click on the words that I want to change. I'm going to right-click Short and Sweet, and I'm going to select Start on Click. And now notice these are 1, 2, and 3. And over here on the actual slide itself, 1, 2, and 3. Let's make my picture come in as well. So same kind of thing. I'm going to click on the picture, select it, and I'm going to say Add Effect. And I want my entrance to dissolve in. Now right now my picture came in at number 4, which means it's not going to come up till the very end. Let's say I want my picture to come up with my first bullet point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on over here in the Custom Animation column. I'm going to click on the number 4, which represents that picture, and I'm going to drag it up to where I want it. And I want it at the beginning, right with my first bullet point. Now it's numbered number 2, which means that on my second click it's going to come up. But let's say I want it to come up with my first bullet point, so I don't have to sit there and keep clicking. I'm going to right-click the content placeholder here and select Start with Previous. And now it's just under the number 1, and it is also on here, the slide itself, labeled number 1. So to see how all of this looks, I can click play down here, and it'll give me a preview of how all of my text will come in. So that's how you animate your text. The other animation choice you have here is your slide. As you change from one slide to the next, what does that look like? And as I scroll my cursor across these, it gives me a little preview of what that's going to look like. So I choose the one that I like the best, and once I find it, I click on it, and it applies it to all slides in my presentation. Another thing you can do with PowerPoint is insert sounds into your file. You can either insert a sound that accompanies your bullet points as each of your bullet points comes in, or one that's independent. So let's see how to do that. I'm going to go under my Insert tab and say Insert, and on the right side here is Sound. So when I click on this, if I just click on the sound here, it's letting me choose a sound that I already have saved on my computer somewhere. I don't think I have any saved on here right now. However, you also have the option of choosing sounds from Microsoft Clip Art Gallery. And the Clip Sound Gallery is not quite as broad as the Clip Art Gallery. However, it does have a selection of sounds you can do. If I want to see what a sound sounds like, I can right-click on it and say Preview. And that's what that sound sounds like. So there we go. That sounds pretty nice. Doesn't really go with baseball. Actually, let's try an applause one. That might go with our baseball theme here better. Okay, Not exactly very baseballish, but we'll take it. So again, and when I scroll my cursor over it, I'm going to select the arrow here, right click, and say insert. Now when I do this, it's going to give me some choices. It's either going to automatically play the sound when my slide opens up. So when it transitions to this slide, boom, the sound will start. The other choice I have is it'll give me an icon that when I click on the icon, it will play that icon. Let's go ahead and choose that one for now, which says when clicked. So a couple things have happened here. First of all, it's inserted this little icon into my presentation. And then over here in my animation, it's inserted the icon here as well. All right, so if I try to click on this icon right now, it is not going to do anything. When this icon will work, however, though, is when I go into my slideshow mode. So I'm going to go into slideshow mode here and test it. And when I click on it, there it goes. It starts my noise. Another thing I can choose to do with that sound is say I want it to come in with maybe my picture, or why don't we make it with the second phrase here, keep text to phrases. So let's go over here to my custom animation again, and I'm going to just scoot it up right under there, keep text to phrases. And now I'm going to right click it and say start with previous. So let's try this again. I'll go to my preview mode and see if it works. And sure enough, it did. That's how you can add animation and sound to your PowerPoint slides. A few other things I want to show you while we're here. Let me put another slide in my presentation so this will make more sense. I'm going to add maybe a blank slide, and let's add another two content slide. Let's call this one, this has nothing on it. Here's what I want to do. Let's say I want to rearrange my slides. I can go to what I call the tile mode. In the bottom right hand corner, right next to where you do a slideshow, you can click this little tile thing. And I can rearrange my slides. I want this slide to be last, so I just click it and drag it to wherever I want it to be. And I can rearrange my slides that way so that they're in an order that I like and I'm comfortable with. As many slides as you have, you can do that. So I hope this has been helpful to you in learning how to do a few more advanced things with PowerPoint. If you have questions or there's anything else you'd like to learn how to do, I'm pretty good with PowerPoint, so please contact me and hopefully I can help you with it. Thank you very much.